What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to Red River Aviation. Hope you guys are all having a fantastic day today. And today we have the November 2019 Reno-Tahoe International Airport update for you guys. I'm sorry for this update being so repetitive. This is pretty much the exact same setup. It was a night update. There's not much new this month besides Frontier does have a new route starting to Las Vegas to compete with Southwest. So I'm sorry that's the best clickbait, or I'm trying to think of the thumbnail slash information I have for you guys this month. Very much the same as it was last month. There's only one aircraft equipment change, I believe, and that's it. So it's kind of unfortunate that there's literally nothing to go over in this update besides a couple of different changes. So I'm sorry about that. I do want to, real quick before we get started, if you haven't already, make sure to leave a like and subscribe and turn on the notification bell. There's a lot coming once football is over, and we're hoping it's after this week. So prayers on that. I do want to explain what the schedule is. So as you guys have been able to tell over the last, since November started, but even into an extent of mid-October, videos have been scarce. The Monday and Friday routine definitely turned into a debacle, to say the least. Quite the situation with how videos have not been getting out. Nevertheless, I'm not going to lie, just busy, ton of commitments with everything, and weekends have still been busy with multiple family events and pretty much a lot of stuff, to say the least. So I do want to say, once football's over, I'm really hoping December we can get back on a fantastic schedule. There'll be a lot of catch up at the end of the month. What my plan is, I am going to most likely, not confirmed, but most likely postpone all trip ports this month to get caught up. And when all the airport updates are out, then December we'll get out on a fresh start. We'll have Christmas break, which will be a lot of time to film, and we'll have a lot of stuff ready to go. So I know we're already talking 2 months in advance, but pretty much my plan is number one, football over. Once that's over, I have like 2 weeks to get all these updates out, which is Dallas, Tulsa, Pensacola, and I don't think I'm missing any other video or updates. I already did Albuquerque. This is Reno, and the other storyline airport update. That's what it was. So those videos will be coming out for more this month, probably something like that. We'll have to see. So once those are all caught up, then we'll be back to the normal routines. My plan, trip ports will be back, even though there's only 3. It's probably not the worst thing in the world to postpone those anyway, since there's only 3 left to go before the next or until the repetition of just airport updates. And then please leave your comment for new series or ideas in the comment section. I'm definitely going to be visiting those. New airport will be starting construction probably around the Christmas break time. Hopefully early December is my goal, whenever football's over and I have some time to recover, rest, get my new routine going, because let's be honest, it is a lot. So prayers that it's over by this week. And yeah, with all that being stated, we are going to get started with this update. Sorry for being so repetitive. It's pretty much the same thing. I can only say that the next update, there should be some new models in here for sure with all the other airports. With Christmas coming up, this airport, I'm going to try to put it towards the back of December, so there's a nice big break, so you guys will have plenty of time to want it back. But I'm sorry for these being very repetitive and very close in time. But unfortunately, that's just how it is going to go. So, with all that being said, let's get started. So, starting here at Terminal B. I don't know why they do that, but anyways, here we have Southwest Airlines Boeing 737-700 in the Maryland 1 paint scheme. Currently loading up passengers with service out to Las Vegas today after arrival from Phoenix Sky Harbor. Next up, we have 2 Southwesters right there. We have 737-700 in the Heart livery, loading up passengers today with service out to Los Angeles after arrival from Denver, Colorado. And then on the far side over there, we have a 737-800 who arrived in from Oakland and will be making a flight out to San Jose. So I do want to say the new Southwest model is going to be great. Hopefully we get the Maxes back at some point. Not confident that's going to be anytime soon, trying to fix tripod. I think they've already got pushed back through March, I believe, something like that. We'll just have to see. At the rate we're at, they're not going to be flying anytime soon, so As it is unfortunate, we'll just have to make it work with what we got. So there's your 3 Southwests today. Far side over there, here we have a JetBlue Airbus A320 in the barcode tail. He's currently taxiing out with service out to, I'm sorry the tripod does that, I don't know why it does. Anyways, he's taxiing out with service out to Long Beach today on the return flight. Definitely one of the cooler flights in this airport, in my opinion. I'd love to see a Boston or maybe even a Fort Lauderdale or something from JetBlue. We'll have to see. I do want the new airport to include, I haven't really decided. I've considered north, I've considered east, I've even considered southwest, far, like a San Diego proximity, Palm Springs or something. I have not decided yet. What I do want to do with this new airport, though, is I do want it to be not only different, but still that can accommodate my models. Not only different, but something with a lot of flexibility to where it's not the same thing. Like a lot of these airports, like Dallas, it's obviously always different. And then, you know, with the most repetitive airport, in my opinion, I have is Pensacola by far. Very similar stuff, a lot of RJs. Reno is it's just been a couple of bad months for Reno, but it has some cool aircraft in it. The mini Alaska section is pretty cool in my opinion. There's a lot to that. American here is kind of scarce, but not bad. That's actually where the aircraft change is. But one thing I might start doing in 2020 with my airports is I might just start throwing out models that don't even fly there, but just to try to do something different. I want to do more of like the charters and more different types of situations, diversions, maybe a weather delay, more stuff like that to where it's not the same stuff every time, because I know that can get very boring. So that's definitely something to look forward to. We'll have to see. Loading up passengers here, we have a Delta Airlines Boeing 737-900ER with service out to Salt Lake City. The only year-round flight, Minneapolis and Atlanta are both seasonal on Delta. This is a handful of times a day. CRJ 700s, 737 800s, and 737 900s. I believe it's two 800s, a 700, and a 737 900 in the evening. So, handful of flights for Delta, but definitely not the best schedule. I'd like to see a Seattle or something from them at some point. Here we have a JetBlue Airbus A320 in the stripes tail, loading up passengers with service out to New York JFK. Also one of the cooler flights in my opinion. It's nice that JetBlue does fly here, considering how far out it is, and not only that, but I mean, if we're being completely honest, they're pretty much doing the same loadout Delta is with their 3 or 4 daily flights. I don't know if it's just one a day for each of those, but I'll take a look. Long Beach. So they only have 2 flights a day, but that still doesn't mean that they are, that's still an awesome presence. Love to see Boston or something new from them. We'll have to see how the paper unfolds with that. Loading up here, we have a United Airlines Boeing 737-900ER in the Eco Skies livery. Loading up passengers today. I have 2 800s in this update, so just make sure I got my facts straight. He'll be making the flight out to San Francisco today. Yeah, one of the flights that has fluctuated between mainline and regional, majority regional, but there is some mainline thrown in there, so that's why it's there. I will say for anybody here to listen, the new livery CRJ 550s, 700s, whatever you call them, I did get 2 of them, so those will be in the update for sure, along with Southwest and Air Canada was just for Dallas. So the Christmas is going to be a big time load of new models. I'm very excited about that. I'll have more details when I get them purchased, but I just want to let you guys know. United Airlines 737-800 service out to, let me make sure, Houston, Los Angeles. Okay, heading out to Chicago here today. This flight also fluctuates, but it's mainly RJs as well, but trying to make the most of the planes we have, so, or trying to make the most of the limited mainline there is with United, or how fluctuated it is. Here we have United Embraer 175 pushing out back with service out to, or pulling in from the ramp, service out to he'll be making a return flight to Houston, IAH. The only flights I know for sure are always regional. And speaking of that, I forgot a thumbnail, so I will probably not be able to get a sun shot, so I will just come over here and get a nice shot. I don't even think I'm in the frame, but if you guys see a flash, that's why. That'll do. It's not bad, but I do want to get back to filming in the sun. I know you guys are probably upset about that, but it's mainly just this time change, not being able to get home till the sun's gone is the real problem. Can't really record in the morning, obviously, so. And then the weekends, obviously, have been scarce trying to get videos to film, so I promise it's going to improve. But anyways, far side, Embraer 175 for American Eagle, operated by Compass, heading out to Los Angeles, of course. That's back to the Embraer 175. I don't know if the A319 was a substitution or what, but yeah, it's kind of tough. So the only new route in the update, which it's actually better than most airports because most airports usually don't have a new route in their updates. Here we have a Frontier A320 Neo. I think that's Georgia to Hummingbird, loading up passengers to service out to none other than Las Vegas to compete with Southwest. I think it's an awesome route for Frontier to get into. It's probably 3 weekly or so, but it's one of their, I believe it's one of the best routes for sure out of Reno. With how close proximity it is, they definitely have a good chance. It's still tough when you can't do the connections very easy on Frontier, but I'm sure they can make it work. So Frontier A320 serves out to why am I not thinking the right deal? Las Vegas. Right there, sorry about the absolutely horrible view. We have an American Airlines Boeing 737-800 service out to Chicago O'Hare. This also fluctuates. But anyway, 737 starts out to Chicago O'Hare. Karen's about to die, so. Legion Airbus A320, he's currently waiting for a gate to open up. He'll pull into a gate, and he'll make a flight out to Las Vegas. Oh, I forgot that they were on Las Vegas too. My bad. So 3 airlines now competing, Frontier and Allegiant. I think Frontier could legitimately beat out Allegiant in that route. Just by low-cost standards. I mean, Southwest is low-cost, but I'm talking like ultra low cost, pretty much. I think that they have a legitimate shot to do even better than Allegiant's probably done fairly well. They're operating A319s on it right now, is what the flight radar said. So, nevertheless, this Frontier was A320. Forgot the name. That's Georgia the Painting Bunting. So, Flower to Hummingbird was the other plane. My bad. Georgia the Painting Bunting. He's taxiing in. He'll be taking the gate here soon. After arrival from Denver, which is another competition route. Kind of interesting how they go for those instead of like the Orlandos and things. I understand why with how far geographically that route is, but maybe they could throw in a San Jose or something. Well, Phoenix to compete more. Not sure. We'll have to see where it goes for Frontier here at Reno. Now, I know these are horrible views, but I might as well just get these couple planes anyways. United Airbus A320 service out to Denver, which is usually mainline A320 right now, so I'm glad I nailed it. I do want to get the new NG models. A couple of you guys asked where I got the information. I saw it on, I believe, Instagram. Here, let me check. It was Instagram or Facebook, but I know it hasn't been posted on their website yet. I checked the other day. It could have been by now or when you guys are watching this, whatever. Let me check here. NG models. Is this them right here? I believe these are, yeah, I think these are, those are October, so I must have saw it on Facebook. Let me try to dig out the Facebook post here. But I wasn't dreaming. They were legitimate releases. 1:400 scale. If you guys don't mind me looking here, it takes up some time, but it's very valuable information, to say the least. Let me just look up NG models in the grip, so it'll be one of the first. Now I can't find it. Wow. I wasn't dreaming though. There's like 20 pictures. And I'll check their website again, but I recall seeing it, and I don't think they were the legitimate white background pictures, so I don't know why. October, and that's it. So I don't know if I was dreaming or what, but I'm pretty sure I saw them. So anyways, the Gemini jets, United Airlines Boeing 737-800 in the new livery, taxiing out with service out to, I already said Chicago, I believe Los Angeles was the last mainline flight. I'm very confident I saw them, but maybe I didn't, but it was all the pictures and everything, so it looked pretty legitimate, but who knows if that was just a write-up or something, but anyways, hopefully it does come true. If not, then it's kind of unfortunate. I was pretty excited about the Astrogen. There's still a handful of other models I'd like to get. American Airbus A321 LUS, the only operation change. Service out to Phoenix. Definitely a cool flight to have. It is the night flight, so I really like it. Hopefully it stays, and hopefully, I'd like some fluctuality, and American still has some work to do. Southwest, you can't really do much about that. Hopefully some new flights or something. I would love a new airline, Spirit or somebody. Spirit, that's kind of way out of the way, but, there's a lot of potential here at Reno. One of the cooler flights here, Volaris Service A320neo starts out to Guadalajara, which is, I believe, 3 weekly, maybe 4. It could even be 5. I have no details. If any of you guys are from Reno or have been to Reno and know anything more than I do, please let me know. I'd love to know more about these airports that I don't have access to and can't be around. I've never been to Pensacola, Reno, and the other 4 airports. Tulsa, I've been to, Albuquerque, Dallas, and then Storyline. Obviously, that's kind of on my own will what happens to that. Alaska Q400 serves out to Boise, a route that will be ending, unfortunately, in January, I believe the 8th or 14th. It was something like that. After arrival from Portland, Alaska Boeing 737-900 in the 100-year-strong Boeing livery. I haven't had this plane update in at least a month, so it's nice to have it back for sure. Loading up passengers with service out to Seattle, Tacoma. One daily 737-900 and the rest are Embraers, and I think there's even a Q400 at some point in the day on that flight. So I do have a surplus of Alaskas now. I have an A319, A320, 2 737-900s, 2 737-800s, Embraer 175, and the Q400s. So I do want to make Alaska an emphasis on some airport at some point. By no means am I Gemini Jets 2000 go make a Seattle or Portland, but it would still be nice to do something like that. The next best airline, in my opinion, I have a pretty awesome amount of Southwests considering how rare they are. If I wouldn't want to do Dallas left field with how repetitive it is. Plus, I'd have to legitimately probably get another 12 because there's like 25 gates at left field. So the Albuquerque kind of shows off a focus city for Southwest, but I'm not sure what I want to do with that. I'd like to get another Heart livery 700, another 800 normal livery. And at the rate we're at, maybe we'll get another specialized Gemini Jets. We'll have to see, but I've also considered trying to get Illinois 1 and getting in a new tail, but we'll have to see. Finally, or not finally, there's actually some cargo. Alaska Embraer 175 serves out to Portland today after I was from San Jose. Sorry about the horrible gate. Now these two are the final planes. UPS Boeing 767-300 freighter serves out to Louisville today, and FedEx Express Boeing 757 freighter serves out to Oakland today after arrival from San Jose, which will conclude this Reno update. Like I stated, airport updates, or all videos in general, will become more frequent once we get out of football. I will let you guys know as soon as that happens. I'm very excited for it. A lot more time to dedicate to the airport. I couldn't be happier about that. Do want to go spotting soon. I have no clue when that's going to be. Definitely by Christmas break, like I've stated, but hopefully I'll find a weekend to make it happen. High school's tough, guys. That's all I gotta say. Please like, subscribe, and turn on the notification bell. Leave the series or new concepts, whatever kind of videos you guys want to see in the comment section, because I really want to hear what you guys have to say about that, so I know what you guys want. other than that, there's a lot to come, so stay tuned. Thank you guys so much for bearing with me. I promise they'll come more frequent. Watch more videos if you'd like to. There's plenty of them, and the upload schedule is kind of infrequent, so it'll definitely improve and be better at some point. But let me make sure run time's okay. 20 minutes. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys all have a fantastic day, and until next video, Red River Aviation signing off.